Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2022 Toyota Avalon V6 XLE. And a huge thanks to Tom and the rest of the management and staff here at Stadium Toyota in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're in the Tampa area looking for a new car or truck, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Tom. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Avalon has been Toyota's flagship front-wheel drive sedan since 1995. That's when the first generation was released. The fourth generation that you see here was released back in 2019, and we're still sitting on that unchanged platform here today. Here we have the XLE V6 trim, which is the cheapest way you can get into an Avalon. Still relatively loaded mechanically. We have 301 horsepower, 276 pound-feet of torque, thanks to this dual overhead cam 24 valve per cylinder V6 engine. Made it to this 8-speed automatic transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, making it a no-joke performer. We get Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 Plus standard, which includes pre-collision system, pedestrian detection, full-speed range, dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, and automatic high beams. Road sign assistance 2, lane tracing assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. Truly a loaded sedan, and this is just the base XLE. We also get the limited and touring trims above this one, and touring, that's a funny name for a top-of-the-line Avalon because Honda has been using touring for the top-of-the-line trims for quite some time now, so kind of seems like they're taking a page out of their book. But outside, you get these 17-inch alloy wheels, LED headlamps with daytime running lights too, 9-inch standard touchscreen, 8-speaker sound system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is also Amazon Alexa compatible. Base price sitting a tick under $37,000. Let's see what we get. So up front, you notice your full LED headlamps with a high and low beam, this beautiful snow white pearl metallic white paint color. It's not a refrigerator white like the Tacoma that we reviewed in this channel. This is a beautiful white color. The front end styling is also gorgeous. It may seem like a flat black grille, but even the grille is a metallic paint, so such great attention to detail. We get some shiny chrome surrounding it, but I personally like it. I'm usually not the biggest fan of shiny chrome, and even here it would still look better if it was blacked out, but the shiny chrome looks still fine because everything else is just such a beautiful paint color. The airflow in this corner is completely functional. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera. Same thing of course on the opposite side. No forward parking sensors, no front facing camera on the base XLE trim, but still a loaded vehicle. The 17-inch gunmetal gray painted alloy wheels wrapped in Michelin energy tires, dimensions being 215 55 R17, same as the Camry LE, so I'd expect this car to have excellent ride quality. The mirrors have an LED turn signal on them. We also get some chrome that contrasts this white and black paint, which is a flat black. It's not a black paint. Blind spot monitoring on the glass. The glass fills up most of the frame. A little bit of shiny chrome surrounding the window trim. Blacked out B-pillar smart access for the driver and the front passenger. Again, hopefully you can pick up that paint color. It pops like crazy in this Florida sun. The gas cap is not a push to open. I'll show you where the latch is inside. Same rear wheel and tire setup. The Michelin Energy all seasons wrapped in 215 55 R17s. Only difference is a smaller brake caliper, full LED for the taillights, turn signals, and the reverse lights. Shout out Stadium Toyota here in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. Avalon on the middle of the light pattern, Toyota in the center. Dual exhaust tips, XLE in the lower right trunk area. But speaking of the exhaust tips, let's fire up this 3.5 liter V6 and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 3.5 liter V6 sold by Toyota for the all-new Avalon, cranking out 301 horsepower, 267 pound-feet of torque. Enough to get this car to 60 in under 6 seconds, making it a real no-joke performer. You see the aluminum stick connecting your strut towers together, so it functions as a strut tower brace. In front of the radiator, we also get 2 additional supports. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera, so the handling should be really impressive. Although the battery's on the driver's side, the motor is pushed to the left decently, so it should offset it in terms of weight balance, and this intake gets some direct cold air thanks to this funnel. But we also get struts too, so very easy to open and close this hood. Speaking of that, we can shut this thing up right over here, get one more step back, take one last look at those beautiful LED headlamps, functional airflow, the overall front end styling. I'm loving it. I think this is a much better looking car compared to the Camry, which is still also a beautiful car. Stepping inside, when it comes to the interior, remember this is a car with a base price under $37,000. We don't really have any options either, so what you see is basically what you get on a base XLE. We get soft touch trim up top, wood grain trim too. As far as the windows, we'll do a window check. We get dual panes on a base XSE Toyota Avalon. Whew, that's actually a surprising feature. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, continuing down, soft touch, really soft padded trim, leather stitch, auto one touch for all four, adjustable mirrors, hard plastic for the lower portion to be expected. Ton of storage. You'll fit a foot long with no problem. No cup holders, but you can fit some car accessories, one of your speakers, one of your 8 speakers. Stepping inside, the seats are this beautiful beige color. They're not true leather, they're just Softex trim seats, but you could have fooled me. They look and feel exactly like leather seats. The adjustments include lumbar control, recline, drop, lift, and slide. Just a 2-way lumbar. But as far as this interior in general, we can take a step inside. It is unbelievably hot today in Tampa, Florida. Nice sit in the AC. It says 95 degrees outside, but we'll turn this air up by 1 because I am dying back here. First thing we notice is the steering wheel. It's decently thick, not the thickest, but thick enough. Solid 10 and 2, great 9 and 3. Cuts out for your fingers very nicely. The horn area is rubberized. The horn itself, pretty aggressive. People should definitely be getting out of your way. These buttons on the left side control your LCD display, return, call settings, volume, voice commands. On the right side, forward collision alert, lane departure warning, cruise control mode, so AM, FM, and Sirius, and you can skip your songs. The stocks have a satisfying click, auto headlamps, daytime running lights, no rain sensing wipers on a base XLE trim, but you can adjust the intermittent function with this stock to the gauges. The tach goes to about 6,500 RPM. The speedometer goes to about 100, well, goes to 160. Digital speedo in the center for your little digital display. You can control it with these buttons. Right now we're looking at a digital speedo, of course. You can drop down to driving support, drop down one more time to audio, system status, so pre-collision system and TPMS. Drop down one more time, you can turn off your advanced safety features, the messages, and digital speed right back to where we started. We also get fuel economy and eco indicator. My personal favorite to look at all times would just be the digital speedo. Anyway, the dashboard, soft touch to be expected. Some more of that wood grain trim continued. I'm liking that aluminum that continues throughout this interior too. More wood trim, 9-inch touchscreen. We get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but it does not come equipped with standard navigation. Still, since it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, once you hook up that system, so say you're using the Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatnot, you can just press this map button and it mirrors your phone onto the screen. So that's nice. This is your home screen though. So the home screen shows audio, phone, and active MPG. So pretty cool screen to look at overall. The dials have a very nice weight resistance to them. Air vents, dual zone automatic climate control. We get heated seats, no ventilated seats, wouldn't be expected in the base XLE hazards. This little grab handle is just plastic, but the areas for where your knee will often hit are a soft leather stitch trim or leatherette stitch trim. Engine start stop button. This area also has a nice leather padding to it, and you can open it up and it exposes a wireless charging pad, so you can close right back up by pushing. The stitching for this cup holder area, I've never seen a cup this shape, but you can fit your horseshoe shaped cups into this one, or your round cups right in front of it. The gear selector controls your 8-speed automatic transmission. Backup camera, we can check it out. Very high resolution. This is probably the highest resolution Toyota backup camera that I've seen. Guidance lines and trajectory. We have different views too, so you have like a wide view or a narrow view. I personally leave it right here where it was when we just pressed this button. Throw it right back into park, and we immediately leave our backup camera. We also get manual shift controls. No paddle shifters, unfortunately. Not a big deal because you can just shift in the improper directions to upshift and downshift. Throw it right back into park. Behind that, we have drive mode select, eco, normal, and sport. We'll try all the drive modes out throughout this video, but I'm pretty sure sport will be the most fun and eco will be the numbest when it comes to gas pedal. The armrest itself, super gushy, soft stitched, Softex trimmed armrest, similar to the Camry in space. We get a tray for some coins, business cards, whatnot. A little bit deeper though. USB port, 2 USB ports, and a USB-C. I'd expect you to fit 10 20-ounce water bottles with no issues. Very spacious for a glove box. Put this thing right back where we found it. Not a glove box, this is the center console. But the glove box, you push this button and it opens right up. It looks actually laughably small. I wouldn't expect you to fit more than 10, maybe 15 license plates. I wouldn't expect you to fit a pair of shoes. You'll be lucky to even fit one. That's a pretty small glove box with some leather stitch trim above it. Wood grain trim, aluminum, soft touch dashboard, auto dimming rear view mirror. It's not frameless. It's actually a pretty thick frame. The sunroof, which is a nice feature to get, opens up simply by, oops, almost pressed the wrong button. Opens up by pressing and holding for more than a second. If you just press and hold, it won't open up all the way. See if it goes out any further. It does. Wow, so it opens up completely past the first row. Poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Tampa, Florida. Pretty hot though, sunny and 95 degrees. Not too humid though, which is nice because recently it's been really humid out here. I'll leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can get a good sense of how much light is brought into the cabin. As far as this window sticker, see any features that I may have missed. I know I definitely missed what's to the left of the steering wheel. Odometer reset, interior brightness, auto high beams, traction control, gas cap release, and your trunk release. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Get a good look at your pedals. There you go. And the window sticker, of course, is the 2022 Avalon with the wind chill pearl metallic white paint color. 3.5 liter V6, 301 horsepower, dual overhead cam, 8-speed transmission. Safety and convenience, Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. You can see all the features that includes. Truly a loaded vehicle. Interior features, exterior features, total price, well, base price, $36,825. The moonroof package, which includes the moonroof and the sliding sunshade and wireless smartphone charger, runs you an additional $1,000. This white metallic paint color is $425. After a $1,000 destination charge, total price sitting at $39,260. A couple added on options from the manufacturer totals us out right over or right under $41,000. We can put this window sticker right back though. That's about it for the front seat. Let's hop out of here, check out the back seat real quick, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So up top, soft touch. Middle portion is also soft touch. Soft text trim for the center. Stitching for the lower portion. The stitching continues all throughout. Look at this attention to detail. That's very premium touch. Auto one touch out rear. Probably not dual panes. They are not dual panes, but the auto one touch is still very appreciated. A little bit of storage outside of this grab handle. Decent storage beneath too. Oh, you're fitting a foot long easily. That caves all the way in. This additional speaker, which has like a two-piece contrast. That's pretty interesting. The rear seats padding goes all the way out to the door frame. Very couch-like. Look at that legroom. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall. As far as space sitting behind my seat settings, I have a ton. Wow, I got like almost a foot of knee room, unlimited room for my feet. Cargo nets or mat pockets behind both of the front seats. We get vents, USB, and a USB-C port back here as well. This isn't a third zone climate, but wouldn't be expected. You still got the vents blowing the same temperature as out front, and you can adjust the vent speed with this button too. This little center cubby area gets a string and some storage, good spot for a phone. 2 cup holders, also with a pass-through, good spot for a phone. Soft text padding for the armrest. You can put this thing right back. Pretty impressive though. Decent light brought into the cabin thanks to that moonroof, sunroof, whatever you like to call it, LED lighting, if you could pick it up for the interior. I'm impressed. Headroom, I have plenty, at least an inch or two, maybe 3, before my head would start to touch. So if you're under 6'7", 6'8", you should have absolutely no problem in this back seat. This car is 100% big people approved. But other than that, that's about it for the back seat. We also get an additional tweeter speaker for the upper portion if I missed that. Let's check out the trunk real quick and then take this thing out for a drive. So in between the O and the N, there's a button which hydraulically shoots open the trunk. Unfortunately, we don't get any outlines for the hinges, so if you pack it up any higher than this, expect your cargo to be crushed. But it's not that big of a deal because the hinges are very close to the border, so I personally wouldn't be too worried about it. As far as the trunk space, look at the size of that opening. It's even larger than the Camry. To be expected, this is a bigger vehicle than the Camry. The overall cargo space though, not much larger in my opinion. I think it's very comparable. You can easily fit a golf bag horizontally. You get some secret storage if you lift this right up. You got your fix-a-flat kit, and underneath the fix-a-flat kit you get a small donut. We can put this all right back the way we found it. You can fold those rear seats down 60-40 split, but like the Camry, it's a very narrow opening, so even if you fold them down 60-40, I wouldn't expect you to fit larger than like a 45-50, maybe 55-inch TV if you're lucky. But if you need to carry a TV, definitely go like a hatchback, go with an SUV. That's not what this vehicle is about. This vehicle still is super impressive in terms of space. But other than that, we can do one more quick little walk around of this 2022 Avalon XLE. It's a beautiful car, and with this 3.5 liter V6, I'm excited to take it out on the road. But speaking of that, let's do exactly that and take this 2022 Avalon XLE out for a drive. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the 2022 Avalon V6 XLE. Let's take it out for a drive. And first thing I noticed is the steering feels a lot better than the Camry. Like a lot better than the Camry, even though we still have the 215 tires. The torque feels strong down low. We take it to like 2,000 RPM and pick up speed easily. And just cruising along, it's even quieter than the Camry, to be expected. I mean, we got dual pane windows here. You hear just about zero wind noise. We didn't hear that UPS truck just drive by. It's a really quiet interior. Ride quality, we haven't really hit any bumps yet, but throughout this review, we will hit numerous bumps. Looks like we got a red light coming up. Should be a good opportunity to try an acceleration off the line. There's a ton of pebbles here though, so we're not going to floor it with a two-wheel drive car, but we'll lean into it about a third of the way, maybe halfway, and just see how the power delivery is. All right guys, about third throttle. Ooh. Yeah, we go to about 4,500, but this is such a quiet motor. You don't hear nothing. Let's try an acceleration off the line. This road is just about perfect for it. Let everyone pass. All right guys, off the line, we're not gonna floor it, but we'll start off at about like half throttle and then lean into it. But okay, right here, half throttle. Ooh, a little wheel spin, and right here. Ooh. Oh yeah, this thing is quick. The shifts are a little slower than I expected. I kind of wish this banged the shifts a little bit harder. If this thing banged the shifts, I could see 0 to 60 happening in the lower mid 5-second range. This is a strong motor. It would be nice to get it with all-wheel drive, but you can predict the wheel spin. You know not to be foolishly slamming on the gas pedal off the line. With two-wheel drive, you're almost guaranteed wheel spin unless you're careful off the line. But we'll try some rolling starts, see how this car can perform in those, especially now that we're about to step out into this multiple lane highway. All right guys, taking a step out here. We're still in normal mode, but we get situated and on the gas. Yeah. Wow, once you cross about like 4,500, this dual overhead cam engine really wakes up. Sort of like a Honda VTEC, but this is a quiet, unbelievably quiet motor. I'm not sure if you guys can even pick up the engine noise on camera. This is almost like driving an EV in terms of engine noise. Like, watch this. You hear it. And when you downshift to like the 5500s, you feel a lot of power right away. As far as like the handling, we'll throw it in way quicker than we should. It stays flat, no understeer, and coming out. Nice. We'll throw it into sport mode, see what the differences are. No initial differences. We don't even lose our overdrive gears, so we'll see how the differences actually are in sport. Taking a step out here onto this rough pavement. The gas is more sensitive for sure. Yeah, so is the transmission. Yeah, it goes up higher in the rev range. The ride quality is great. So is the Camry. The Camry had excellent ride quality, but this car's quieter. You don't hear basically anything at all. Wind noise doesn't exist. Road noise is very limited. And the engine noise is also limited. One more time on the gas. Woo, little torque steer. Guys, this thing can move. Try it out in eco mode now too. The Camry, when you put it into eco mode, it made the gas pedal feel very dead. It took out just about all of its sensitivity. We'll see how the handling is. Body roll is, there's a little bit, oh, you hear all the stuff flying around, but really limited in terms of body roll. The turning radius, just as sharp as the Camry, which is impressive considering this is a larger vehicle. The gas pedal is way less sensitive too. Yeah, you feel a huge difference in gas pedal. This is half throttle. Yeah, eco mode really deadens everything up, but it makes sense. For it to be in eco mode, you would be using less fuel. To use less fuel, the throttle has to be less sensitive. But right here, looks like a nice stretch of pavement. We'll try one more acceleration off the line in sport mode. So put that thing in sport, and then stopped and on the gas. Half throttle. Oop, little wheel spin still on the gas. See, like, it's hard to put the power down. Like that was a conscious launch, and you're still gonna rip right through the tires. And it's a dealership car. Somebody's gonna end up buying this thing after I drive it, so I'm not gonna be burning up the tires if I don't have to. So with a V6 power plants, with powerful power plants, it would be nice to get all-wheel drive. Not just with the Camry. I'm speaking to you too, Kia, with the K5 GT, making 311 pound-feet of torque to front-wheel drive. Like, good luck getting the power down in that car. So it's worth it to have like an option for all-wheel drive. or even just a standard all-wheel drive system for cars like this, it's fine. Just charge an extra $2,000. Instead of a $36,800 base price, you can charge $38,500, $38,700, $39,000. It's a better vehicle. You can actually use the power when you have 300 horsepower with all-wheel drive. All right, guys, we can take a step out here, test out this car's manual shift controls. Second gear on the gas. Nice. Quick shift, suits responsive. Downshift, rev match downshifts. We'll see this car's real world turning radius right here. Turning radius is sharp, to be expected, about half throttle. Let's go. Sounds pretty good. It's just so muted. You hear just about nothing in terms of engine noise. Back into regular drive, cruising along highway speeds. It is quiet. Put it into normal mode again. About 1,000 RPM. Steering still feels very sharp and on center. The strut tower braces help, and the braces in front of the radiator also help tremendously. The body roll basically doesn't exist. The ride quality is excellent. The isolation from the road is impressive. If you're looking for a luxury performance vehicle under the $40,000 mark, this is honestly probably the best you're gonna get. The best competitor that I can think of to this car, outside of the Honda Accord Sport 2.0 T, of course, with a 10-speed auto and 2-liter turbo, would be the Kia K5 GT, because the 10-speed Honda Accord with a 2-liter turbo, yes, it makes way too much power for the front wheels, but it's only at about 250 horsepower and like 270 pound-feet of torque. It's not nearly as ridiculous as this with 301 horsepower going directly to the front wheels. This reminds me more of the K5 GT, because the K5 GT, it was tough putting the power down. Now, don't judge me too badly, but this also kind of reminds me of the old early 2000s, late 90s Cadillac DeVille and Sevilles with their 4-valve per cylinder V8s cranking out about 300 horsepower with the power going directly to the front wheels. Never quite understood that design. This design makes far more sense. It's always been a front-wheel drive car. It's just now this V6 engine makes a lot of power. All-wheel drive would be very appreciated. That's probably my only complaint though with this car. Like, as a whole, this is still an absolutely fantastic bargain though for the sub $40,000 price range. If you're looking for a car in that price range, you want to maximize the luxury, the space, and the performance, this is probably the best you're going to get. And huge thanks to Tom and the rest of the management and staff here at Stadium Toyota in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and that's for Tom. And huge thanks to all you guys for watching. Had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know I have endless gratitude for all subscribers. You know the channel is not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars or trucks you'd like to see reviewed in this channel too. Let me know what the trim levels are, and I'll definitely try to get those videos for you as soon as possible. Other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.